So, but other side, when you are operating the market for a long time and have some new innovative idea, you can open project outside to get.
Got it. Okay, good.
I think we need to see different problems.
Different side. Okay.
Yeah. In internal resource, we can prepare our product but sometimes maybe we don't know how to update ourselves properly. And I think the outside collaboration is more information to know to resolve our some problem like COVID-19. Yeah.
Okay. You can see. Okay, so right now she can answer in the long sentences. Okay, improve a little. Yes, good. Angela, any idea?
I think maybe the open your project concept and don't talk too much about the skill.
Yeah. Like you say, okay, I agree with you. Okay, good. Sometimes we need to, based on at the stage, for example, at the start of stage, it's different from the growth stage. You know the life cycle of a business have 4 stages, right? Depend on the stage. And Carla say, okay, Angela say, okay, you can open up maybe some idea or open up to receive more innovative idea, but the secret or the know-how aspect you have to keep at the secret for your company, because know-how is the procedure. Sometimes we only need to open up to get more information, to get more innovative idea from the third party. Yeah, but it's not enough. It's similar to me when I do research. Okay, you see, when I do research, the idea is really important. Right? The idea when I write research, when I do research, is similar to innovations, because I need something is new, something unique, something novelty. But I also collaborate with another researcher to work. I solely work by myself. But of course, I just share my idea and invite them to support me some part. But how to do is how to collect data. No, I do it by myself. So it's been keep the key point, keep the key thing for yourself. The main reason is that most of the smartest people work for someone else. No matter how you are, it means you cannot work alone. Okay. So open innovation is still when organization doesn't rely on their internal knowledge or resource, but they use multiple resources to derive information. Internal sources, for example, company employees, R&D department. Okay. External sources, customer, competitor, agency, supplier, any party outside the company, we call them external sources. How does this happen? For open innovations, value is created through collaborations, cooperations, technology or information sharing. We focus on sharing and exchange information. And the external knowledge can be gained from many parties, suppliers, university researchers, startup, customer. You know, it's explained why all many universities in Taiwan, include NKUST, always have the funding for industry and university collaborations. The university recommend professors to collaborate with industry in some research project. So in this case, what benefits that company can get? Think about university industry collaboration. It means some professor or some student. Of course, when professor they have a project, they can hire some student to work. Collaborate with some company. We call it industry. So we call it university industry collaboration. So in this case, what benefits that university can get and what benefits that company get? Of course, it has some benefits. It's open innovation. When a company they collaborate with university in some projects, it's example of open innovation. So what benefits that the university get and what benefits that company get? Think about this question. You understand my questions? One more time. I'm the professor at university, and I collaborate with one company outside to work in a research project. It may be analyze the market, something like many aspects you can do. And when we do it, we can apply for funding from university or maybe from the government. It means the government give us the funding for this research. Of course, it brings many benefits. If it doesn't have any benefits, the government will not give us money. Right? So when we are in university industry collaborations, what benefits that company can get and benefits that university can get? This is demonstrations of open innovations. Both.
I think for companies, you get the reputation about the support, the education, and they will get the new innovation from the professor or student in the university, because maybe about the research will make the company have get the new knowledge and can develop about their product or service.
Good answer. What else? You can you can brainstorm. Don't look at the computer anymore. Think about this question. Because you are not a student, you have to only to think. Yes, I suggest you to think for any questions. So if you are a company owner, business owner, you cooperate with university. So why do you do so? What benefits you can get?
The university.
Yes, collaborate with university.
I think when the company has some idea or innovation, but they cannot make it, and they will give some project to some university student or professor to do a research to make it for real.
Good point. Good. Correct. Answer. You know, many idea or many company they don't, especially SME. You know SME, small and medium enterprise. SME. Maybe they don't have enough research to do research, and they will leverage the expertise of professors. You know, because when we do research, academic research, we base on theory, we base on something, they had a theoretical culture to analyze the problem, but from the business side, maybe they recognize a problem, but they don't know how to make it and how to develop it and how to analyze the market in a systematic way. But when you do the research, you can leverage the expertise of professors. And because the professor in university, they know how to conduct a research in a systematic way. So they can leverage it. On the other hand, university professor and especially student, maybe you don't have enough experience with the industry. Because when we do research, you know, most student, you do research just based on theory and based on what you read on the paper. But you don't know what is happening in the real life world. So it will help you to have the experience of the real industry. So it's a convergence. So you know, here is maybe industry, and here is university. So university can provide something that's industry lack. And at the same time, industry can provide something that university lack. And the main purpose is to develop the innovative idea that can satisfy the theory and also satisfy the practice in the balance. Even you do 1,000 of research, but it cannot contribute to the practice. It has no meaning, right? But for example, you are the staff. You want to analyze the market. You don't have enough resources to do it, and maybe you don't know how to do it. Not all startup are master or PhD student. Maybe they have idea. And they want to scale up the business. So they need someone have the expertise in market research. Or maybe on the other hand, maybe some business owner, they can leverage the expertise of university professor. So we call it the open innovations. Open innovations. Next one. We have the example. Do you know this platform? Right now it doesn't exist anymore. In the past, Starbucks, they have the My Starbucks Idea platform. In this platform, they allow the customer to, especially the fans of Starbucks, to share their experience and the idea of how to improve the product or service or design a product. It's similar to the way the legal do. So through this platform, Starbucks enable users to vote and comment on the idea they like and expect, and even provide new idea called as open innovation. Compare between closed and open innovations. You know, in the past, companies use innovation to generate the new knowledge based on internal resource. The main reason, the main purpose of closed innovations is to protect the valuable assets. This means they don't want to disclose the idea to the outside party. And they just rely on the internal resource, no collaboration, no sharing. Okay. For this approach, the company tends to have the big research department, R&D department, and they generate in-house knowledge. And this approach, closed innovation, has some disadvantage. Of course, when you follow the closed or traditional innovations, you can protect anything from the beginning. No one knows. But it has some disadvantages. What are they? What are some drawbacks or disadvantages of closed innovation?
I guess maybe the ideas that is within one system. So maybe the ideas will not be very innovative. There's a limitation to the innovation.
Okay, because the resource of a company is limited. Right? They just pay on what they have. Next one.
Maybe the idea is not meet the customer needs.
Yes, may not meet the customer needs because they just pay on what they know and what they do research, and they don't understand the market. Yeah. I can keep it because I already said that the digital to you can find the informations. Okay? So collaborating with external one can help you to connect the in-house team with external knowledge. Of course, you have to, based on your in-house team, it's an R&D department, based on your internal resource, but you make it better by collaborate with outside. So here's the model that's flow innovation too. So you from the idea, internal resource, concept, internal resource, solution, internal, and process mean the trial version also the internal. It means the internal team, in-house teams, they do everything. And after that, they launch to the market. But compared to open innovation, the green is represents for the external contributions. So of course, idea, you base on your internal team first. It doesn't make sense if you can only rely on the external side. You must have your internal team, internal resource first. But you call for the idea and collaborations from outside. But in the concept, after you get the idea, you got the information, you have idea, you transfer the idea into concept of the internal team. By doing so, you can protect the intellectual property right. And in this case, do you know why the company, they don't call for collaboration outside in the concept? Because the another party can copy. Or it's mean in this case, you keep something important for yourself. You just need collaborations for outside this. And next, solutions. Okay, maybe you have the concept, you have the problem, and you call for more solution from the outside party. And after that, you transfer from the solution into practice by the internal team before you launch to the market. So you know why I shared this topic for you today because in the future, the key point I want to share is if you have your own business, or maybe in the future, you may become a manager or leader of a group or a department in the company. I believe that, okay, maybe in next 10 years, you may become a leader for a small group, or maybe the manager of a department in the company. You can apply the open innovation. It's when you not only rely on yourself. You can ask for, you can leverage, to become a good manager. You have to know how to leverage the resource from another people to help you achieve your purpose. Manager will not do, but they know how to manage people, how to leverage people to help you to achieve your purpose. Manager will not do. You have to have this mindset. Because you only have 24 hours a day. But you need to do the big thing. You cannot do it by yourself. You need to have, to make you become a successful manager. You have to know how to collaborate with another people, how to make another people feel happy to work with you. And based on this, you can leverage their expertise and their ability. So because you are an MBA student, you have to have this mindset. Understand?
Yes. Understand.
Many people ask me why I can publish many papers a year. So I don't do everything. Of course, I have a team, okay, and in the team maybe have 2 or 3 or 4 people. So I leverage their expertise. For example, one author, one researcher, they are good at data analysis, so they will handle this part. One people who are good at English speaking, because I'm not the English native speaker. I need them to help me to revise the paper. And some people, another author, okay, they know how to make the idea become better. So I collaborate with them. So that's why I can publish many papers within a year. If I only write a paper by myself, impossible. Okay? Yes. Okay, so here's a comparison between closed and open innovations. You have to learn how to persuade another to work with you, make them feel happy. And of course, they feel they have benefits. Because our social relationship will be based on benefits. Anyone come to you, they want to expect to receive benefits. If you don't provide any benefits to other people, this relationship will stop. Maybe after 5 years, 10 years, you can have this kind of experience. I don't say the family relationship, social relationship will be developed based on benefits. I don't know if you believe it or not, but it's the truth. It's the truth. The benefits of open innovation for business, I can at least give many benefits. They can help to enrich the innovation activity, increase the idea or technological development is faster. So the types of open innovations. Open innovation is mean the collaborations, right? So we have 3 approaches: inside out, outside in, and the mix we call it a couple. Okay, look at here. Outside in, it means you integrate external knowledge to your business. Inside out, it means you bring your idea to the market, or you sell the intellectual property rights or technology to outside. It's just not outside in, but sometimes you bring the idea to the market or sell the licensing intellect. We call this IP, sell the IP licensing to another. And sometimes we had a couple working at the same time. So inside out, bring the idea to the market, share IP or technological knowledge with external party. And one well-known example is the Tesla. In in 2014, Musk has published the patent for the right technology. It means he shared the technology of the technological basis of the e-vehicle, electric vehicle. You know, it's either intellectual property rights of Tesla, but he publicly announced the patent for this. And the reason why he said he wanted to share knowledge with the industry and wanted Tesla solution become the dominant design in the industry. You know, in our life, if we have something new, something unique, you want to keep it for yourself, right? You don't want to disclose because it's risky. You invest a lot of money, a lot of energy to find something new, but then you share to another party. But Elon Musk do this. It's risky, and it can also fail as a competitor make copy and make it better. But he want the reason. He wanted that solution become dominant, and he didn't scare that okay, another people can copy because he has the key. You know, when he a manager or a business owner, they decided to share. They don't care. That's why they don't scare. They're worried about this because they believe that other people cannot copy. Or even if they can copy your idea, their idea, they will not do as better like your company. So for your group work, don't worry, don't feel scared to share your idea with another. They cannot copy. No, don't scare that another people can copy. You have to believe that okay, you can make this. Your solution or your assignment is the best. No worry about this. Outside in is popular compared to inside out. Outside in is popular. So and I shared before last week. I shared about the legal. Have a website allowing users to submit the idea and the legal product turn into potential solutions. And the original designer will receive from 1% to 5% of the royalty. They have the platform. Like this. And the customer, they can share a lot of ideas. And when the idea can be used, customer can receive from 1% to 5% of royalty. Mix couple is mix is inside out and outside in at the same time. We have example of the major bank in UK. You can read the example. In 2022, this bank ran a program including 3 days competitions called Parade Innovation Workshop, in which they have